This guy says when he gets in his car, the problem always that he receives is that he lacks power, and he's experiencing a problem of a dead engine. Now what I'm going to do, including all these spanners, we are going to replace in a new fuel pump. The reason why is experiencing a dead engine, and a dead engine, that's when you're driving, the engine shuts down automatically. That is because the fuel supplied at that speed is not enough, meaning we have now to fight and remove these back sheets, the in-between back sheets set. Then we remove these bolts, we remove the seats and tune to the next. These seats are out. To remove the seats, you take off these two bolts, you roll them here, you take off these bolts behind here. This is one, and there is a second one here also. You remove this seat set. Once the seat is removed like that, you will have this dart here, but our pump is automatically in between here. When you don't know how to get your pump, you can follow these lines, or you will automatically check in rear, the passenger side. But if you want to clean, because there is a lot of that whenever you are fitting that engine, these ones all pop off. Whenever you want to clean, please, you have to take them all in this way they have done it. Because of this dirt here, you can experience it. Actually, if you want to look at how to clean, there is a video that I made on a Benz, how I cleaned it thoroughly. You can check out that. I'll give you the link in the description box. So we have to pull it up from the other side. We roll it somewhere because we have to access our pump, which is right here. Okay, you pull up here. Here is our pump. You pop this off. It has a sticking glue. Pop it off. You will access the wiring harness here. Press. It will be a command to press and pull. Then you pull up out these locks using a minus. How to pull for the return. To remove the 8 bolts here, after removing this fuel supply line, then we take off the wire harness. Then that will be our done deal for the remove. Then we tune to the fitting and other options, but all will be right within this video. So don't tune off, stay tuned. When you are fitting in the new pump, we don't put the whole housing. However, sometimes you may need to replace the whole kit if at all your vehicle has a problem with fuel gauge or work or ring noise, so you can go by the whole set. But currently I'm just going to replace the inner rear motor, because that's the only motor which pumps. So you pop off the housing. You can even pour this remaining fuel in, so that you pop the rear pump in. That's the motor and its valves. You place in that only, the rest will remain working. And this, you can even see the debris of that around getting the new pump from the box, you tear and install. But please, I always recommend you, before you tear, you have to first confirm whether it is real and if it is the right part, so that if there is any mistake, you have that chance of return. But if you just untear, you won't have that chance of return. So put the filter, because it is incorporated, lock it perfectly, it will lock, then replace it in and connect it to its wire harness. It comes with a new one, but I don't recommend you to go for that wiring again when all the knobs are there. And these knobs are made in a way that they have to enter in their right direction. You can't enter it into a vice versa, because this is a DC supply motor. So we have a positive cable and a negative cable around here. So there is no way you can put a negative to a positive and this motor runs. No. So when you pull in this connector, the junction connector, you will find that it has even the locking knobs. So observe those knobs and push in. It's a simple thing. When Japanese are making these cars, they make sure that they even ease work for you during repair. So you push in. Sometimes if your finger is too big, you can use a small minus flat here or a T screwdriver to push it in perfectly like this. And after pushing it, make sure that these locks have been engaged, those few locks. You see that? Cool. Then you push it in like this, as I'm pushing in, to confirm that it is really connected family. Because when you replace and start your car, you don't need to again meander around that, oh, it was poorly connected. So during the push in, sometimes the wire in up here will have jammed somewhere, and what you have to do, you have to direct those wires to remove in order to tightly push the motor into the right position. So I'm directing the wires right here so that the motor can fit in the right direction. Perfect. See that? So this is the whole thing done within the few minutes as you have been tuned in on. So I expect anyone, please stand back the wire harness as they are, and remember they are made in a way that they run in the same direction. So the locking mechanism has to be observed. So please make sure that these harnesses are tight, and the rest will be perfect. So the cover also is simple, just pop off, pop in, everything is made perfect. However, don't throw the rubber, because it is a spacer and it absorbs shock, because the car in some conditions you will experience the bumps. So observe that bush in there. And immediately after this, we're just going to install, we lock up and start your car. So the rest is a little bit noisy, but I beg you to stay on. So, and in every action you're doing during repair, please mind of smartness. So you have to keep your rag nearby so that you can clean some debris. I think you can bear me, you can look at this old one and the new one that I've replaced it. So please, whenever you're replacing anything, or whether you're working on any car or any machine or any engine, as I always do, even the motor winding, you need to clean those parts before return. So this was the wire harness which has to be connected in, but since there is the other one, I neglected it, but it comes with it. Cool. Then on fitting it, because I think I had just covered a little bit here to eliminate dirt into the tank, but I'm working within the vehicle. So please, this helps me to keep everything nearby and eliminate the dangers from the surrounding. Please take mind of that. Tell switch. On the starting of a car, please switch on the key, turn it on. The car is going to run, and I will let it idle for a while, but sometimes it fails to start immediately. Take a look. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share to those new upcoming engineers, and on everything when done in, that's the car. Let the guy enjoy the ride. Cool. Thanks up.